What's up, After Buzzers? We have a season 2, episode 1, El Cuerpo De Cristo. We're here. We're going to talk about it. Head over to Mexico with us and sit back and relax.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I don't know how to dance.
I gotta go and get it. Tell me what I gotta do. I gotta get the
Dorothy.
benefits and look around.
She looks like
Always shimmy, right? If you can. This song is super badass. I love it. It's on the Queen of South trailer if you guys want to check it out later on. But what's up, guys? Welcome to the Queen of the South, right? I'm saying that right, correct? Queen of the South after show here at AFTERBUZZ TV. My name is Leslie Ambris. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at In Less Than No Time. It's going to be an amazing season, and I have really cool co-hosts right over here.
Hi guys, I am Mo. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at MO Classified. And I guess I kind of would like to say I'm the Queen of the South of this panel because I'm the only one from the South.
Hey now, Kentucky's the South too.
Southern California.
It's not Texas. Not Texas. We're at the bottom.
Okay, you win.
And I'm Candice Cruz, and you can find me on all of my social media at Candice R. Cruz. So we have 3 queens of the South.
Yeah, we do.
In different ways.
Should we all wear crowns?
Okay,
next
I like
time?
that. I like that.
I like just all come. We're gonna come real jazzed up for you guys next time. We're gonna be Teresa after in that white suit, all nice and fancy.
So you're Miss Southern California.
Miss Southern
I'm Miss
California.
Texas and Miss Kentucky.
Yeah.
Queens of the South.
Queens of the
I
South.
like
That
that.
fits.
Yes.
So I think they planned that when they put this panel
I
together.
think
Definitely.
Definitely.
Of course they did. Of course.
I mean, last season, getting in straight into the episode, last season we had some
It was
epic
intense.
craziness, intense. I binged it, and I'm going to say that there's so many, super intense graphic scenes that I had to,
Oh my God.
take a step back, and I was like, okay, next episode, I can do this.
Right.
Pep talk every time. Not because it
was
wasn't
hard.
good, but
Right.
it's just, a
You must
lot
be a really
to take
sweetheart.
in.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you. I'll
yeah.
take that. Thank you. But I like really weird shows. Not weird, but really graphic shows like this.
But
It's
that was more than you expected.
I guess that's my alter ego pops in with my TV choices.
Definitely.
But going into season 2 right now, it picks up right where we left off. They were at El Limpiador's place where Teresa makes the deal with Camila that she's going to give her the book. What did you guys think just overall of this new season compared to the last one?
I mean, they just started right off the bat. They picked up where they left off. I really liked it so far. I mean, it's nice to see the role change with Teresa.
That's what I was
To see her kind of she's been watching the whole time. Season 1 is all of her observing and really proving herself in every form of the way. But I think that now she's finally okay, tables turned. You need me.
Right.
These are my terms.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Right.
I
I agree
liked
with
it a
her.
lot.
The role change and just knowing that she is going to do a lot more this season. She's not just a girlfriend. She's not just tagging along. She's not just trying to be pretty or, just not significant. She's going to be important and she's going to demand that she is important. She's going to demand that attention and that presence and everything. So I'm just excited about all that her role is going to bring this season.
Yeah, that's amazing. And even that there was one quote that she said where there's nothing wrong with beauty as long as there's brains beneath it. I was like, yes,
Quoted
girl.
that. I wrote that down. I was like, yes, so true.
It
So
is,
true.
yeah, and it's amazing. And I think that even sets up the whole premise for this season that it is going to be very female empowered and female driven. Just you don't normally see crime drug narco shows with women as the leads. You know, Epifanio's there, all these other men are there, but they're kind of the supporting characters to the whole Camila Teresa storyline going on.
I find it very interesting to watch the men and see their power struggle as well. And the actors that
Struggle
play these, they play a really strong part because you can see that they're actually I don't know how I feel about a woman telling me what to do, but I'm going to do it because I know she'll probably kill me if I don't. But it's nice to see that kind of power dynamic between Teresa and Camila with all the men.
Right. And then speaking of alter egos, I feel like Camila is my alter ego.
Detail, please.
Exactly. No, so if I had the guts to you know, do and be and embody all that she is, I would definitely be that. Basically, I feel like her lifestyle is dangerous, so I don't have the guts to live that lifestyle, but I love, like, her personality and just, you know, how strong-willed she is.
Oh, yeah, she walks into a room and everyone notices.
Exactly. I feel like she's a queen with a king mentality, and that's just, like, what I am.
That.
Yeah.
I'm going
That's another quote to
quote
write
that
down
later,
right
yeah. Queen with
quoting
the
it.
king mentality. That's awesome. Even we see that even when she goes to meet Epifanio in the desert to talk about the book, she could have literally worn like comfortable clothes.
Right.
But even the fact that she dressed up still shows her power going up and confronting him. Yeah. And then he like tries to compliment her and she's like, no, don't flatter me.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care what
like
you have
I'm here
to
for
say.
business.
Yeah.
Like
She is
no
fabulous.
emotions evolve.
And then going kind of talking about Epifanio and Camila and how she's so about business. That's very evident when he gives her the divorce papers. What did you guys think of that scene when she decides war over divorce?
I mean, I feel like either was kind of gonna be bad, right? Like, I'm divorcing my husband, I'm going to war with my husband. So like either way is not a good situation.
I think she would have relinquished power by giving over. I think that she knows that there's going to be a lot of death, there's going to be a lot of blood on her hands, a lot of things like that. But again, she wants to hold her stature and be taken seriously. So I think her not signing divorce papers basically solidified, no, I'm holding my place and I'm holding it strong. You can't walk over me.
But I also think she sees hope for their relationship, and she actually does, like, deep down want to be with him and want to get back with him when the time comes. But I feel like she wants to see if she can win this situation. You know, like, are you going to give me what I deserve? You know, so I feel like she's kind of prideful right now, and she's just like, no, I'm going to make this happen, but not at the cost of my marriage. Okay, yeah. Like, you should just eventually give in to me.
I don't know if Epifanio would be down with still like being married to her though. Yeah. Because of the power struggle that he goes through like on a daily or through each episode.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like he wouldn't have gave her the option of divorce. I feel like it would have been more like, no, we're getting divorced if he was for sure not wanting to be with her.
I feel like my opinion, I feel like divorce would have been more of a opening for him to kill her and not feel remorse about it. Like, oh, that's just my ex-wife.
Yeah,
okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I shot my ex-wife. I had her killed. Big deal.
Right.
Rather than someone who he still loves and cares for, and on paper is married to.
I could see that because I mean he is a governor, so he has made a promise to the people that he is going to eliminate all of the drug cartel and make sure that that's like his campaign promises, and he can't do that with her at the helm.
So, people are gonna say, oh, the governor is married to the Queen Pin, is that what you would call her? The Queen Pin of the Vargas cartel? Like, it's not going to work. So his way out is the divorce. And I love that Camila still overall, throughout season 1, throughout this season, we see just in this first episode, is still choosing her business. Like I said earlier, the show reminds me a lot of Empire. Oh, yeah. Where Cookie's like, no, I'm taking back what's mine. And we see that power struggle between her and Lucius. And I like that we see that, but from a interesting like Narcos perspective that's a lot more insane and crazy, but yeah, their power struggle is going to continue for sure throughout season 2, and I think that we're going to see a lot more of not their backstory, but a lot more of the hidden, well, I'm going to predictions now, but a lot more of like the hidden love story that lies beneath that tension of anger.
I mean, definitely, because I feel like there's still a love story. Like, you guys say you don't think so, but I feel like it's so much passion there that can't be denied.
It's a weird, twisted,
There's fire.
There we go. There's fire.
Even if it's just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We have Marvin Richardson in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Marvin. He says, both Camila and Teresa are powerful to me.
Definitely, yeah.
Thanks for supporting a show with powerful women, Marvin. You rock. That's amazing. So cool. Any questions you have, comments, just throw them up there and we'll see them and talk about them.
I love how popular this show is all over LA. Like everywhere I drive, I see this big, like, powerful shot of Teresa, and I'm like, yes,
I saw it just right here on Burbank Boulevard on the way here.
Amazing. Yeah, she's great.
I mean, narco shows do, unfortunately and in a good way, do well, like here in the States.
I think that there's
especially being so close to Mexico.
Yeah, there's a fascination because it's something that 9 times out of 10, most people don't have any involvement in.
Yeah.
So it's like the curiosity of the unknown, but not wanting to get too involved.
Right.
They can live vicariously through these shows.
That's the same.
Yeah.
The same way I said about Camila. Like, if I had the guts to live that lifestyle, you know, it's just intriguing to see her do it. Like, I'm living through you, Camila.
There you go. You hear that,
Her
Camila?
alter
She's coming
ego,
out.
Mo's alter ego is like a queen pin,
Right.
rocking the world, South Texas,
Exactly.
holla, right?
Crossing the border every other day.
Okay, they crossed. Can I just say that comment though? In last season, like, and even this one, like, just going back and forth, it is way too easy for them.
To get
Like,
across.
Teresa went under the tunnel back from getting the book to Brenda in last season within like 30 minutes. I was like, I know
not
the
that
border
easy.
town ain't
Yeah.
that close. Like, it took a while. Like, I've gone out to those areas and
Right.
to like help out and stuff, and it's insane. You go through a lot of really, really crazy terrain just to try to get from
Oh, I'm sure.
one area to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just Teresa, you know, let's just fix that part in the show, guys.
Right.
But even going from Epifanio and Camila to Camila and Teresa, we see what was a constant kind of like a
Push and shove.
push and shove, thank
Kind
you,
of,
like a push
yeah.
and shove feel. Now they're going to start working together.
Right.
Do you guys think that this is something that's going to like prevail? Do you think that Teresa's going to, we see her rise above, obviously, because we see these like future foreshadowing scenes.
Right.
But in none of them do we see Camila. Do you guys think that maybe she kind of falls off the face of the earth? Teresa could kill her? What are your kind of mixing
maybe,
in
yeah.
predictions with thought?
Right. Well, okay. Just as a prediction.
Yeah.
Maybe Camila got kidnapped, and how do I say it? Teresa. I'm gonna say Teresa, guys.
Go for it.
But Teresa is now like the one that has to take control. Like now I'm proving myself. Really, I'm proving myself now.
Yeah.
And maybe, who knows, she might have left her some guidelines, you know, on how to run it all, or maybe she didn't. She's just going off her own street smarts and what she's already experienced and seen. But yeah, who knows? But I think it's gonna be successful regardless.
Between the relationship, you think the two of
Yes.
them will stay together?
Yes. But we
Okay.
don't know why
Yeah.
Camila is gone, or we don't see her. But just in case she's not gone, or even if she is gone, I think their relationship will be successful.
I think the opposite, actually.
Okay.
I think that Camila has everything to lose, and Teresa has nothing to lose. And she's smart. I mean, even down to, like, if we're doing a flashback to last season, down to the gram.
Right.
Like, she knows her money, she knows her math, she knows her street smarts, which I don't think Camila has.
No.
Well, that's why I think it'll be successful, because I feel like Teresa is definitely gonna prove herself. And
think
it's
she's
like you
gonna
have
prove
no
herself
choice but to work
And
with me.
surpass her. And she also made a comment in the opening scene, if you really talk about it. She's talking about, like, I don't remember the real line of it, but it's talking about friends. But
I
it's
wrote that one
also
down.
like, it's, you know, being comfortable with killing and doing what you have to do. And
Yeah.
I think that something's going to come down to it's either going to be her or Camila. And
Yeah,
I mean, you're always going to pick yourself over the other person. when
we're
it comes down to
very
this. Yeah.
selfish humans. Even kind of going off of what you said, we even see that in that episode where she's having sex with this guy and obviously experiencing pleasure,
Right.
and doesn't let that keep her from doing what she originally intended to do, was to shoot him, which we don't know why, but maybe we'll find out.
Well, this
And she
episode,
did.
I think she figures out, like, she had so much remorse after killing, what was his name? I can't remember. Rodolfo?
Ronaldo.
I was close. After killing or sacrificing Ronaldo, she's fine with it.
Yeah.
Like, she has her moment of, like, being upset, and I think that was, like, the turning point of her, like, okay, I've got to put on my guard kind of thing.
And I like that we still see the weaknesses that Teresa has, because we don't, that's the difference between her and Camila. With Camila, the only difference, the weakness that I see is her relationship with Isabella.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I ever saw in last season where she broke down, like teared up a little bit. But other than that, she couldn't give a care, like
Right,
what else
right.
happened to anybody. And with Teresa, she helped the maid last season. We've seen her go back for Brenda how many times when she could have just dropped her off. Just the guilt that she feels for Brenda's death. And then even now, like you said, with Ronaldo, I can't wait to see the turning point. I know it sounds bad, but like as a character, I can't wait to see the turning point where she finally becomes callous
Okay.
and can just kill anyone without feeling any remorse, any guilt at all.
Because she
I don't know
keeps
if I'm
getting
ready for
faced
that.
with that.
Yeah.
You know, she lost Brenda in last season and then now this, I mean, she keeps being faced with adversity. You know what I mean? So
Now let's go up in the chat a little bit. We got a
more?
few. Russell Ward. Hey, Russell, thanks for joining. See, Teresa's turning into Griselda Blanco the way she killed her lover at the start of the episode. First off, he'd like to say that we're looking very beautiful tonight.
Thank you, Russell.
You're trying to be smooth. Look at that. And he's asking, do you think Teresa's boyfriend will get killed by Camila or Teresa herself? Are you talking about Guero?
Will get killed by Camila.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
that's
don't know.
interesting.
Yeah, let's talk about Guero for a second. Now that
he's alive.
He's alive, which when I saw that in last season, I was literally like eating breakfast, like watching it, and I was like, what? Like threw like my spoon across the kitchen. Did not expect that to happen.
No.
But he's working as an informant with the DEA, and we see that scene when they infiltrated the warehouse. That his friend, who's nameless, we never got a name, that works in the DEA. He's like, come on, man, like do this for Teresa. And he's like, why do you really care about her? Going back to season 1, my question for you guys is, do you think that Guero was planning to kind of, this is just my theory into a question, kill off Teresa by telling her to trade off the book to Epifanio, knowing that he would get rid of her regardless?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
Or
think so.
was it really an intention to save her?
I think he really was trying to save her. He just at this point didn't know how else to do so because he was probably already in realms with the DEA and knew that something was going to happen to where he was leaving. So, I mean, what else can you do as a sacrifice? Like, she was going to get killed off either way.
Because I would have thought that he would have wanted to take her with him, and then they both would have worked as informants.
See, I'm wondering if he will be able to, I don't know, protect her throughout the duration of the rest of the season. Because right now he seems to want to protect her.
Yeah.
But who knows what could happen, what he could hear that she's doing. I mean, maybe it's just lies and like people are just trying, he's an informant, so they're trying to get something out of him.
Yeah.
And maybe they, push the right button and actually like do something to make him tell on her or, give her up and not protect her anymore. So I'm wondering if he's going to stay loyal or stay strong or eventually give her up.
Yeah, and that's definitely, I can see that being another push-pull relationship between Guero, the DA, and Teresa with the Vargas cartel. It's going to be this weird, like, trio. There's a lot of, like, triangles in these episodes.
Symbolic, right?
Yeah.
Or what if they get back, like, what
There
if
we
they
go.
get in communication with each other
Yeah.
and are able to help each other out, on the low? That would be interesting, too.
Yeah, because I love that we still see that Guero cares for Teresa because he remembered that she tucks the corners into the bed. Like, he was able to remember that scene and spot her bed, like, right away. I was like, okay, like,
That's definitely...
I still have my weird theory that maybe he could have been trying to kill her off, but I'm sure it'll be proven wrong.
I think Teresa will kill Guero, though. If
Yeah.
we're going between those
Going
two,
back
Camila
to
or Teresa, I'd say Teresa kills her.
Teresa probably in a... Oh, maybe that's what finally makes her callous.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then we have back to the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Russell says, I was surprised when he was still alive, too. I was binge watching it on Netflix.
I think a lot of people
That's
have
how
been
I
binge
saw it,
watching
too.
right now.
Yeah, I started binging on Netflix.
Yeah,
Because I feel
it's-
like these season 2 previews have been really, really interesting. So people are like, what is this
What is
Queen of
this
the
show?
South? If they
Yeah.
didn't see season 1, they're like, oh, I need to figure
And
it
the
out.
cool thing is that for anyone who doesn't know, this show actually was first a book and then made into a telenovela adaptation with Kate del Castillo, which if you guys remember her, she was the one who went out with Sean Penn to interview El Chapo.
Okay, gotcha.
So they did, it was called La Reina del Sur, basically the first, like, it was, I think it's about, the telenovelas are about like 60 episodes. They're super long seasons. So 60 episodes of the show that was more true to the book. Whereas with this new, like, Americanized
Right.
version of it.
yeah, we have new characters. Like James was not in the book. So they can definitely switch it up.
Did you read
any
the
way
book?
that they
It's
want. I
interesting.
didn't read the book. I've seen a few episodes
Okay.
of the telenovela.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
'cause Grandma
How did you
watches
see that?
them all.
Yeah,
My
you
grandma
go.
watches
Okay,
them.
gotcha.
I was raised on those things
Right.
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm interested to see, I was going to say, I don't know if they'll follow the book,
Right.
but I'm interested to see what kind of twists and turns they're going to bring since
Exactly.
they don't have to anymore.
I mean, USA Network alone is known for, like, these really intense shows. So, I mean, I think they're going to push every button.
Right.
And, like, really take a lot of, like, really good risks. So, I don't
And
know,
what do you
I'm
guys
excited
think
to see.
of James just as a character since he was brought into this version of the show?
I think he's falling in love with Teresa.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I could see it just from the side eyes and just like how he stares it longer than he has to. He's like trying to figure her out. He's like, it's something about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even go
even
ahead.
from the first season when he takes her to the airport. I think like we even saw the beginning of that little relationship. So I don't know.
Yeah, when
I
he
definitely
like,
can
makes the
tell.
soap,
It's going to be
makes her
something.
drink it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the fact that going later into this first season, he didn't give her up about the maid and how she escaped to Mexico for a little while. That was a big deal because if anybody ever finds out about that, I think even now in this new season, there could still be some major repercussions.
Right.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely agree with you. I can sense James he's
coming.
fallen in love. Even the way it was kind of like an awkward like hug when she was like comforting her when she was crying at Ronaldo's little altar. But you could see that there was still comfort in his eyes, that he was like holding her in that moment.
Right. And I feel like he will try to, I don't know, put her on Camila's good side. Just because like she still has to prove herself to me. I don't trust her fully, and I feel like he's just like, well, I trust her and I'll make sure,
He's gonna
you
protect her.
eventually trust
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
I'll make sure she proves
I think
herself.
he'll be kind of her right hand man. Oh, and then we'll see him move from being Camila's right hand man to.
Ooh.
There's gonna be a lot of this is making me excited for more going on
this
in
show.
this season. It's gonna be amazing.
Right.
And then kind of going back to Epifanio for a second, leaving the other side of the Vargas cartel to the other one. We see that General Aurelio now wants in on the drug business,
He not
and
That's so
he's
crazy to me.
not messing around.
Right. That's
not
crazy
at
to
all.
me just because I feel like that is probably what's going on in reality of our society in America today. Like, government is probably interfering in, the
all the
war
time,
on
yeah.
drugs. And just like, it just proves that everybody has a price, like no matter what your power is or your position is, like everybody has a price that they'll do something for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a very strong character. Like the way he just sits in all of it.
Right.
Like inviting him to come have dinner, and then seeing that. What's on the menu?
Let's talk about that. So Batman was Epifanio's right hand man. His goon, kind of like dorky, didn't really always make sense.
But he did everything.
But he
by
did
the
everything.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was loyal all the way. I didn't like the way that Batman was killed off. I thought I feel like
Is
he
Batman the
deserved
barbecue?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Batman's
I thought
barbecue.
he deserved
Ooh.
a little bit more of a bigger,
Or just a
bigger
story
scene
behind
or a
it.
story
Yeah,
behind
like a reason.
maybe
or
us watching them
kill him.
like tie him up,
Yeah.
and then it skipped to the scene where he's on the barbecue.
Right.
Yeah.
Or everything that led up to him dying. Just like,
Yeah.
more than just us seeing him dead.
I
Like,
think
okay, we have questions.
Yeah, I think it was more unnerving for me versus like
Oh, really?
where he said, my men have prepared this dinner for you, and you need to come and enjoy it. And then seeing what's for dinner,
Right.
That hit you
that right
hard.
there just
Right.
like hit me versus like seeing all of that, like
Okay.
just the
But still-
undermined like calmness about it.
Right. But think about it combined, like us seeing all of that happen and then you presenting dinner to us. Like,
Yeah.
we still would have been equally shocked. Like,
True.
wow. You just presented that to him that easily with no remorse.
And he ate more.
Yeah.
That was the worst part when he
He's
said,
like,
"I'll
"I'll
take
have it."
another one." Oh God.
And the whole past season, I thought that Epifanio didn't
Didn't like
care about Batman, didn't like him. He's just someone that he kind of got stuck with in life. But then seeing like the little tears come to his eyes when he saw his main man dead on the barbecue, I was like, wow, that's beautiful, like subtle character development right there
Right.
from the writers. Just seeing that there is some heart deep down, because I haven't seen that I remember besides his relationship with Camila. I haven't seen any like love or affection warmth towards anyone else.
Right.
Other than Isabella.
And
Yeah,
Isabella
yeah.
too.
I mean, well, if you're that loyal, yeah, I would be hurt too. Like, he's not going to get anybody else to be his right hand man like
Yeah.
he was his right hand man. So, of course, like, yeah, I'd drop a tear too.
For more than one reason.
Right, exactly, because he has a stressful life, and I feel like he needs a right hand man. Yeah.
Exactly. And then we have Russell still and Marvin back
Oh,
in.
Marvin's in there?
Marvin's in here. What's up,
thought
guys?
that's
I
what
thought
Marvin
the
playing.
General was playing Hannibal Lecter with him. There was.
Ooh.
Do you think maybe? No, I think he had like the side tacos that were like real tacos.
I hope so.
You know?
I hope it was like side
Yeah,
tacos.
I think it was side. I want to say there was side, but the show would go there and be that gritty. So possibly I didn't pick up on that at all. Russell's in love with someone's accent. I don't know who though. So.
Right. I feel like we all have some
I
accents.
think it might be.
No, I think
you got
it's
that
you.
Texas accent.
No,
though.
I think it's you rolling those R's.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, flushed. Going from Epifanio and Batman to let's go back to the General for a little bit. Do you guys think that's? I like how strong of a character he is
He's
too.
great.
I think he's gonna be great. A great, what's the word? Antagonist?
Yes.
Yeah, a great
Okay.
antagonist
Against
for
Epifanio.
this season.
Right.
That's going to create that other triangle we see in the show. What, like, prediction just for this character specifically? Where do you see him going in the business? Do you see him lasting a long time, or do you see him maybe Epifanio getting rid of him within like the next 5 episodes?
I think for at least a good 5 episodes, he's going to be like holding tight where he's at. But Epifanio, we've seen, is very smart. He's cunning, and he plays a game of chess.
Yeah.
He makes his moves very strategic, and I think that he's going to figure out a way to overthrow him. I don't think that he's the governor. So technically, if you look at it on paper, he's the head honcho. You know, he's winning in the ranking. So eventually he's going to be able to figure out how to flip the cards or get him, you know, taken out of rank, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's not going to be successful for the most part. That relation, or them trying to work together. I feel like who knows his intentions as well. It could blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could definitely see. I don't see him lasting a long time.
No.
I feel like he's great to build up Epifanio's character and strengthen him a little bit more and give him a challenge that he hasn't had. Because he already knows, as he said before, he knows all of Camila's moves. He knows the kind of tactics that she's going to use.
Right.
He's going to know Teresa's tactics because she's working under Camila. So giving him that challenge to rise for a little bit, I think will be good for him.
But that could possibly be the plot twist. He does not necessarily know to that. How do I say it?
Teresa.
Say it again.
You can say Teresa.
No, I want to learn how to say it.
Okay, say Tere
Tere.
and then Sa.
Teresa.
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 There you go. You got it.
Okay,
She
but
got
Teresa,
it.
I feel like he doesn't know her, and so he does. Even though he knows Camila, and even though she's working under Camila, that's when her smarts are gonna come in and go against what he thinks he knows. So it'll be a little plot twist in there. You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
It's hard when you do like the first episode of a season to not talk so much about predictions.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Nothing's really set in stone. Going back, just lastly, to talk about Teresa for a little bit. What was I totally had the question. I lost it. There's a scene in the back of the van when she's talking to Ronaldo, and he's saying pain and sorrow doesn't get easier. I feel like
What do
it
you think
is
he was-
getting easier for her.
Pain is hard to
I don't know if that was supposed to be irony or...
I think it never gets easier, but you learn how to deal with it.
Okay.
And I think that's what he was saying. Just do it. Like, it's not gonna get easier. So stop. You know, trying to hold back. Like, just do it.
I mean, he does talk a lot about God and, you know, meeting my maker. He says, I'm ready to meet my maker. I know I've made my decisions and where I'm at. So I think it was almost like a warning to her.
Yeah.
To, you know, pain and sorrow never gets easier, but you can learn how to deal with it and still be okay with your maker. Like, make sure your decisions are in line with your morals and what you're wanting to do at the end of the day.
Okay. I like that.
Pain
See, I
and
didn't pick
sorrow
it up,
don't
but
get
that's why we
easier.
got the panel. When I don't pick something up, you guys got it. And then even still going with King George, how they had...
That's what they just said. What about King George?
I got it. I'm talking about
Character.
him. Hold on, guys. He was hilarious. He was funny. I like the comedic relief that he gave to the show. Just everything he said was ridiculous and douchey, and he was the typical, like, I think I'm all that kind of dude. Like, he offered her a bikini when she walks
You want a
in.
gold bikini
Right.
with the crown on your...
Yeah.
And he said, what did he say? I'm extorting sex. Is that what he said?
Oh, yeah. Can I have a minute of extorting sex?
Right. I'm like, wow.
I was like, oh my goodness.
What a good way to put it.
He just doesn't care. But so he was funny, and I mean, he's gonna be very valuable. His name was in the book, so we'll definitely see more of him.
Yeah.
With him, I don't think he'll last the whole season. I think maybe a few episodes, and then Camila will do something to kind of take over.
Because he's like
she uses people for like an episode,
Like
and then they're gone. They're
Yeah.
they're little pawns in her entire scheme. But and then tying that with Teresa again and her character development, I like that she was this badass, I'm not gonna take your shit kind of like girl. And usually with this guy, she didn't like back down. She didn't stand behind James at any moment. He was actually the one
standing behind her.
Yeah, standing behind her, the one that didn't know what to do when he held the knife up to him, and she's the one that thought quick and grabbed the gun. Right. So I like just seeing the little instances of power in her character.
And her business smarts, too.
Yeah,
I mean, she gave those percentages.
She gave all those
that
percentages.
money, like, this is what I'm promising you. And he said, if you can promise me that, then I'm done.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's all natural for her. I feel like she's not acting. I feel like she really was not scared. She was not fearful. And I feel like she's just fed up at this point. She's had enough. Her best friend died. Like, she's just fed up. And it's just like, I'm straight to the point with everything and everybody in life right now.
Again, she has nothing to lose.
Exactly.
And everything to gain.
Yep, and that's a dangerous person right there.
It is. And I mean, she gains it, as we see. We'll find out
slowly
how.
but surely.
I mean, I love the opening shot of this whole entire show, though. Like, I am so interested to see how we get to that shot. Like, the opening shot of her, like, being the leader of all of this. Like, how in the world did she get there? That's why I think I'm so, like, holding tight onto this show. Like, I want to know.
That's what I thought last season was going to be, was the lead up to that. And they're like, nope, just kidding. You have to watch a whole nother one just to find out.
If you say it was a book and it was like that many episodes to the, what is it,
telenovela.
Then this is probably going to be, like you said, USA, they produce good shows. So this probably will last like maybe years at a time.
I could see it lasting for a long time. Yeah, and they could even honestly, like, with these minor characters, we have Tony, Brenda's son, who hasn't come back this season. I don't know if he will. Isabella, I feel like we could even continue, or we, as if I write the show. They could.
We can.
Y'all want to hire me? I'll take it. No, but I think that even they could continue if it does progress for further seasons down into how that power goes into the children and how they kind of go into that family business.
Do you think Isabella is ignorant, or do you think she like knows everything that's going on? She's just choosing not to pay attention to it.
I think she knows everything.
I think she knows. Yeah, she just doesn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, and at the right time, it'll be all revealed.
There was a line last season where she says, I was going to be the daughter of a governor, and now I'm the daughter of a drug dealer. So I think there's that. She also seeks that power. Yeah. She just wants it in a way that she can kind of show off to the rest of the world.
Gotcha.
She's very much about, like, presentation.
Yeah. So I mean, if they want to bring her and give her more of a storyline, I'd love to see that, just to get to know Isabella, because she has such strong, she has such strong parents, such strong-willed and successful, I guess if you want to call them successful, selling drugs.
Very successful.
Successful parents, so it's only a matter of time before she takes on those attributes from them. Yeah. Let's go into predictions then, since we kind of did that all episode.
Russell says, who's the author?
Your AFTERBUZZ TV.
I don't know the author.
Oh, no, I was going to tell him. I just looked it up. That's why I was on my phone. But his name is, maybe you can say it better than me.
Let me see. It's Arturo Perez Reverte. Possibly. I think that's his last name. If you just type
so
in
you might just want to look that up.
Arturo Perez, I'm sure Queen of the South book
did
will
the dirty
come
work
out.
for you, Russell.
Google.
She was smooth about it.
Yeah,
too.
she was. She's like, dun, dun, dun. Hey, you are Camila.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, look at that.
Sneaky done.
Right.
Please
right
come.
there.
Like,
well,
you're already
successful.
dressed up, but please come just even more next
Right.
set.
Like, you should
even
come
more
in
queen.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll take on that. I'll wear a pantsuit next time.
Okay, definitely, yeah.
That'd be amazing. But anyways, predictions. We had the music on. Candice, let's start with you. What do you hope just for this and just the season as a whole?
I'm very interested to see Teresa become an equal to Camila, because I think that it's going to happen. Like, right now she's like partnering. Camila does not see her as an equal, but I think she's starting to realize that Teresa is a threat. And I'm interested to see how she kind of goes up in rank, because she's very smart. Like, Camila's smart by like playing the game, but Teresa is very intelligent and swift, and like I said earlier, she has the street smarts and everything, so I'm interested to see where their relationship goes. And and the divorce, I want to see if the divorce actually happens. I think Epifanio will give in to Camila at the end and be the one that will like fall into her rank the opposite way.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to actually see Camila and Teresa.
Yeah. Hey, she's getting it.
So I actually want to see them on good terms. Like I actually want to see her gain the trust, you know, and to just put a lot into her and make Teresa, you know, a good queen pin herself.
Yeah.
So I want to see them on good terms, but who knows, they might end up on bad terms. I just want to see them join as a team. But I also want to see, what's Teresa's boyfriend name? The informant?
Well,
Yep. I actually want to see them, I don't know, communicate or come back in contact somehow, some way.
Yeah. That's actually my prediction too. I'm predicting like another love triangle where we see James and Teresa start to develop something, and at that moment I could see the writers then bringing in Guero.
Exactly. And then she's having to
Yeah.
balance the two and figure out who she really wants to be with.
Exactly, yeah.
And for what reasons. That would be really good.
And maybe she'll choose herself though.
Oh, yes.
It is
I think she
very-
does.
Yeah.
I think she does.
I don't
That's when
see.
that-
Yeah.
Pick herself.
Yeah.
She don't need no man.
She don't need no man. She disposes of them as she pleases.
Right.
As that
I mean,
first
she's
scene
made
will
it this
show.
far without
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And which is
So-
another great part of the show is that if it, even in that we see in the last season, if it did bring in any like love interest, they were only there to elevate the female characters
Yeah.
and not the other way around.
Exactly. Because that's what we're used to in TV. The
Yeah,
other way around.
It's true.
Yeah.
What is it called? The like manic pixie dream girl
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
like helps the male character figure out his life, and then she has no backstory.
Exactly. And then low key, she just falls off when he goes up.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this show is actually written by a woman,
Okay.
a female director,
I
female
love
writer.
all this powerful women
Exactly.
like ness right now.
Right, ness.
In entertainment.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, we just
No,
had
true, 'cause
Wonder
the
Woman
Daytime
with
Divas.
Patty Jenkins.
yes,
Yeah.
Queen of the South.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of others, and then like I do another one where it's still star-crossed and it's all like female driven too. So I mean, Shonda Rhimes, all of her stuff. So it's just great to see so many like powerful.
Yeah. And then
Women.
flipping the script in
It's
Hollywood.
about time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's time. Representation. It goes
Love-
far. And people love it. Shows are doing well. Shows are doing well that have
Which is
women,
great.
that have minorities in them. They're exceeding those poor expectations that people were putting on it. We're like, oh, it's not going to sell. It's not going to do well.
Right. But I mean, if
Guess
I'm not
what?
mistaken, and I'm pretty sure women are the majority of viewers for television, period.
It's true,
So
yeah.
Consumers,
why
yeah.
not cater to us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about time, and they're finally doing it.
Yeah.
So we're so excited, guys. That wraps up this after show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out in the chat with us, Russell and Marvin. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
So anybody else that wants to join next week, just jump on youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV, see that live stream pop up, and make sure that you guys comment too. My name is Leslie Ambris. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at InLessThanNoTime. And
I am Mo. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at MOClassified.
And I'm Candice Cruz. You can find me on all of my social media at Candice R. Cruz.
And don't forget to rate and subscribe, guys. Go on iTunes, comment on our podcast, go on YouTube. If you have any comments that you want to share, follow-up questions, we do check those too, so we'll answer some questions on there, answer them in the next show. But that's all we have for you guys tonight.
Thank you
Bye.
guys for tuning in.
Thanks for joining.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.